Welcome to 2025, everyone. This is your year. Thrive in 2025. You have been given 12 brand new months to create, grow, and live in alignment with your dreams, with the vision that you have for this year. But before we dive into some goal setting and into some reflection and creating your vision, I want to share something a little deeper. I want to share 4 powerful questions that will set you up for success this year. Now, these aren't your typical questions like, what's your New Year's resolution questions? These are designed to help you reflect, release, and really step boldly into the new year, into 2025. So grab a journal, get cozy, and we'll get started. So I'm Kelsey Matheson. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a life coach. I help women step into the most confident, powerful version of themselves so that they can create the life that they want. I'm also a business coach for wellness entrepreneurs. So those are people in the health and wellness space, life coaches, yoga teachers, health and wellness professionals who are looking to grow and scale their businesses, serve more people, and of course, make more money doing what they love. But before I dive in, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, whether you're a busy mom or a woman building her own business, or you're just looking, for a channel with some real advice on real life struggles and challenges. And when you subscribe, you'll gain access to a ton of amazing content that I will curate just for you. So also, please stick around to the end of this video for a very special offer that I have for you. So before we get to the questions, let's talk about why this exercise is so powerful. Research shows that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. And that's because writing clarifies your thoughts and it helps your brain process what's truly important. But here's where it gets even better. Combining goal setting with reflection increases your emotional connection to those goals, right? And this emotional connection is really what keeps you motivated when things get tough. Because let's be honest, life will happen. Life always happens. I can guarantee you that. So we need a strategy that will help us get back on track when we get, when we're off course or when we get distracted, when life happens, essentially. And that's where today's 4 questions come in. They will help you gain some clarity. They'll also help you to let go of what's holding you back and help you tap into your deepest potential to really create the year that you want to create, and also to understand the why behind these goals. Because look, it's great to create goals. I think the date is by January 19th. Most New Year's resolutions have just been abandoned, right? So it's important to know the why, and it's important to write them down and then look at them often. But if you're not clear on that why, you're not going to stick to them. Okay, so let's dive into this. There are 4 questions I'm going to ask, and this is going to kick off your year with intention and power. Okay, so number 1, I want you to ask yourself, who do I need to become to make this my best year yet? So this question is about identity. If you really want this year to be your best year yet, you have to grow into the person who is already living your goals, who is living the life you want, who is leaning into who you need to become, the energy of this year that you want to create for yourself, right? So maybe it's just really tapping into becoming more confident or being more disciplined or just open to new opportunities or new perspectives, right? Who is the you that is going to make 2025 legendary? We want to lean into who you need to become in order to create this amazing year. Yeah? And then question number 2 is, what is one project or an idea that I am ready to bring to life this year? So this could be a big project, a small project. This is your chance to commit to something that excites you, that you've been thinking about for a while. It energizes you. What have you been putting off? What have you been dreaming about? Maybe 2025 is the year that you bring that to life, that you bring that to the world. Okay? And question number 3, what do I need to release or let go of to make space for new opportunities? So you might need to let go of some old habits. You might need to let go of some relationships that are no longer serving you, or doubts or fears, maybe that you're ready to release, to let go of. So just imagine your life as a garden. And, sometimes you're going to need to pull out the weeds in order to let the flowers bloom, right? Okay. And then question number 4, ask yourself, what part of myself deserves more celebration and care? So look, ladies, we are often so focused on everybody else's needs. We put their needs before our own. They're the priority. We put our needs to the back burner, right? We neglect our own needs, or we can't stay present. We're always thinking about what's next, what's on the horizon, what do I need to do next? And so we forget to appreciate the now. And more specifically, we forget to appreciate our own gifts and talents. So this year, how will you honor yourself on this journey? So instead of taking care of everyone else's needs before your own, or hustling for the future, instead of just being grateful for the now and all that you bring to the table and tapping into self-love, right? We really don't do that enough, especially as women. I want to talk a little bit about the science behind why this works. Here's the science behind why this works. When you reflect on these questions and you look at your goals, you visualize the year that you want to create for yourself, your brain activates its reticular activating system, its RAS. And it's a part of your brain that helps you focus on what's important. What you're prioritizing, and it will filter out distractions, right? So it makes you more likely to notice opportunities and to stay on track. So I like to use the example of when my daughter was tying her shoes, or learning, how to tie her shoes. She'd look at the laces and she'd put one lace on top of the other, and then you flip this around and then you tighten it and then you make a loop, right? She was very focused on learning how to tie her shoes. So that was a big priority for her in that moment, in that time of her life. And so that became a priority in her reticular activating system. So every time we would go out, she would notice all the shoes that had laces. And I could have that pair of shoes, and I'd be able to wear that pair of shoes, or I could tie those shoes myself. It was very much, in a part of her reticular activating system. It was a priority. It was something that she was focused on, hyper focused on. Well, now she can, she's a teenager. She can tie her shoes half asleep with, a piece of apple hanging out of her mouth on her way to school, right? And she doesn't even think about it, or having a conversation. She's not even thinking about it, right? So studies on habit formation show that just small daily practices, when you're focusing on something important, like answering these questions even, it just starts to create, neural pathways in your brain that will reinforce the positive behavior. And then over time, this builds momentum. This builds confidence. It builds new habits. Okay. So remember, you don't have to do this perfectly. Growth isn't linear. That's okay. What matters most is showing up for yourself consistently and with intention. So I want you to imagine it's December 31st, 2025. We're about to ring in the new year for 2026, and you feel proud of how far you've come. You can look back on 2025, and it's been an amazing year. You've achieved so much. You've grown so much. And it's not just because of the goals that you were able to check off your list, but it's because who you became, who you've become along the way, right? I always say to my clients, it's not about achieving the goals. It's about who you become in the process of working towards them. So if this resonates with you and you are ready to take 2025 to the next level, but you've done this before, you've set goals before, Maybe you've done the New Year's resolution thing. It's never really worked out for you. Goals don't really work out for you. Maybe that's, a thought that you have or a belief that you have. And you'd like some support. Like you want to achieve your goals. You want to work towards them, but it's just never really worked out and you might need some help. I would love to invite you to work with me one-on-one. At this time that I'm recording this, I have a few spots open in my one-on-one coaching practice for women who are ready to overcome limiting beliefs, who want to step into their power once and for all, who want to create the life that they've been dreaming of. If that is you, then there will be a link in the description. You can reach out to me, and there'll also be a discounted link. So if you are ready to book your coaching with me now and you want to secure your spot before they fill up, there'll be a link below and there's a discounted link. Okay, so take advantage, because as soon as they're filled up, then that link will not be active. So let's make this year your best year yet. If you're ready to get serious about your growth and success, click on the link, take advantage of that discount, and let's work together. Once you've also had some time to reflect on these questions, I would love to hear your thoughts. Maybe some aha moments you had, things that you're excited about for this year. Maybe even put your goals in the comments again, because then you're declaring them to the world. I would love to hear from you. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you know anyone who could gain some insight from answering these questions themselves, I would be so grateful if you would share this video with them. All right. Thank you so much. I will see you next time, or maybe we'll start working together and then I will see you very soon. All right. Let's thrive in 2025, my friends. Ciao for now.